Hey, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today we're going to get some more science and we're going to start flying planes. We're going to see if we can't enjoy this new mod that I installed, Ferrum Aerospace. One of my favorite mods. Makes airplanes a little bit more fun, I think. It makes flying through the atmosphere a little more fun. Yeah, so let's see what we got. Mission control. Escape the atmosphere. We can probably definitely do that now. So let's take escape the atmosphere. Test swivel engine landed at Kerbal. We can do that. Test radial shoot. Haul heat shield into flight above Kerbal. We have to be going pretty fast, though. That's crazy. Could probably do that, though. All we need is the heat shield. We need to be at Kerbal. We need to be flying. We need to be really high. We need to be really fast. No problem. Oh, this seems like more fun, though. Nah, we'll do this one. Okay. I can accept. And let's make our beautiful little rocket. Okay, escape the atmosphere. Breach the atmosphere by flying a vessel to an altitude of 70,000 meters. So we're going to try to do both these missions in one go. If you're doing this, if you're doing 2,000 meters a second at 40,000 meters above the surface, then you're probably going to breach the atmosphere. Anyways. It's going to be a manned flight because we don't even have robots yet. Gotta purchase these fuel tanks. And now we have liquid fuel, so things are going to be much easier. Or not easier, but we'll be able to get higher anyways. So yeah, put a bunch on there. Reliant is like the worst engine in the game. I don't know why anyone would use it. It's a little lighter than Swivel, but Swivel has something magical called vectoring, which is really useful. So we're going to take Swivel. We have a stacked coupler, which is good. We're going to use that. And we're going to put a solid rocket booster, this big one we got here, on the bottom. And this is basically what our rockets are going to look like from now on. Oh, don't forget we need the heat shield. Put that there. I might have to put the heat shield over that, on top of it, if we're going to be going that fast while going that low through the atmosphere. We'll see, though. Of course, some fins on the bottom like that. More the merrier. The parachute. We have the communicatron now, or communotron. We're not going to use it. Science Junior, we will use. It's going to get us lots of science points and stuff. We don't have any life support yet. We've got a decoupler. We'll use the decoupler, sure. Put that right there. There we go, that looks like a rocket. And we're gonna call it like a rocket. Like a rocket! Ooh, like a rocket! It's a Chevy. So you start off with this engine, and then it pops up. Then this engine goes, and this pops off. Then we just have this. And and since we're going into space, let's bring some goo. We'll bring 3 goos with us. And here's a little cheat. You know, it's a little cheaty. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but you can kind of put them inside. Because for this mod, for Ferrum Aerospace, every little extra thing poking out is going to, you know, add a lot of drag and stuff. So when you put stuff inside like that, it helps a little. Save it again. And let's see. Let's read what Kerbal Engineer has for us here. This is going to tell us if we can escape the atmosphere with this. According to Kerbal Engineer, we're just about gonna deorbit with this puppy. We're gonna get into orbit and deorbit. Why not? Probably will. 3000 delta V, 1.53 TWR. That's really good. I don't see any reason why this shouldn't work flawlessly. So let's put Bob in here, and let's simulate it. Alright. In this game it takes like 2 minutes to get into orbit. In real life it doesn't take much longer, actually. It takes like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Which is amazing. It takes me longer to go just about anywhere than it takes NASA to get into space. Look at that flag. There's me on top of the rocket, dreaming of the stars. Okay. Everything's good. These fins are keeping me very stable. And you turn at 100 meters per second. You start your turn then, generally. Maybe a little early. And you just kind of yank your rocket over gently, like so. Gently, maybe not that gently actually. These fins are keeping me a little too stable, actually. And this rocket doesn't have any gimbal, so that means it can't turn its thrust around. It can basically only go straight. I guess it's okay. There we go. Whoa. No. Oof. Not okay. Not okay. So let's go ahead and restart that. Let's go back to the editor. Let's take some fins off. It's just a little too stable, you know what I mean? Stability is not always something you want because you lose maneuverability. So it's kind of a trade-off, you know? It's harder to turn the rocket around. And what happened there is if I kept going, I would have went into space. I would not have gotten into orbit, but I would have gotten into space. But I turned it over too much on this stage right here, and this doesn't have any fins. This actually, I might want to put some fins on this stage. So yeah, you just kind of crank it like that, and then watch it turn. Don't let it turn too fast though. But it's got to turn pretty fast. You see, I'm keeping this right on that yellow line. I want to be at about this area by the time I get to 10,000 meters height. Okay. Well, hey. Oh, it's really hard to keep that stable. Okay, so that's gonna be the thing. This second stage needs fins. So let's put some fins on it. Really as low on it as we can, like that. And now that that has fins, we need to double up the fins here. Maybe we don't. Maybe we'll be okay with that many fins. There's a lot I don't know. No, I think we need to double up the fins down here. Maybe even more than double up. I don't know. Let's crank these down. Down, 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 down. Slow as you can go. I guess I'll try it. We'll see what happens. I have a feeling this is not going to work. I have a feeling that the fins are going to make it all like flippity floppity and stuff. The new ones on the second stage. We'll see though. And one way I like to test my rockets is first I just like to just go straight up in the air and see if they can accomplish that without really any keyboard input from me. Right now this is looking surprisingly good. I expected more flippity floppityness. Looking good, looking good. Okay. And this is actually going quite a bit too fast as well. I should probably lower the thrust on this bottom stage. There we go. Oh, hey. Hey. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's rather unstable. You know, I don't have any SAS because I'm using Bob. He's not a pilot, he's a scientist. So I might want to change over and use Jebediah instead. He knows these he knows the ins and outs of these rockets. He knows how to fly them. Whoa, this is a crazy orbit. Not a very efficient or pretty orbit by any means. Whoa. But I'm actually doing fantastic. This is going to be an orbit. Oh, maybe not. Quit flipping. Look at the map. See what we get. Hey. No, stop it. Apoapps. Ooh, looks good. It's not going to be in orbit. See, I'm already almost out of fuel and stuff, but... Nice. It's almost in orbit. It's pretty good. I have time control to give me more control over time. Make sure there's bugs. I've been having bugs. Let me check the debug real quick. Seems fine. Okay, and we're gonna wait till we're at the Apoapps, which is the highest point of orbit, and also the slowest point. And we're gonna crank it. We are gonna crank it right here. Yes, crank it. And we're out of fuel. And that's why we're not gonna make orbit. Hey, that was cool though. And here we're gonna smack into the atmosphere. And let's pop off this bottom stage and point this way. I might install Deadly Reentry, which is a mod that makes this part a lot more dangerous. I think it's fun. I think losing is fun. What does the goose say? Wow, we're in space! We're in space! And this... Oh, ooh, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot. I'm trying to keep this more stable. You have to point it this way so that the heat shield, which is this thing I put on the back of it, is going to get the brunt of the you-know. And this thing's not... Is this thing even going... Oh, this thing, yeah. Great. I fulfilled this contract. Hey. No, you know what happened? It was that freaking... It was that science capsule, this thing right here. This Science Junior, these things are so annoying. So let's get rid of all the stupid science stuff. Science can wait. Instead we'll take, I don't know, some goo. Take a couple goos, we'll put them on top. We'll sink them in a little bit. Like that. I'll rotate it. Yeah, there we go. Sink in the goo. There we go. It's gonna be cramped in there. And we'll put Jeb. We'll save like a rocket. And we'll take this thrust down a little bit. Yeah, we'll put it on like, I don't know, 1.25. That's pretty good. Should be fine. Alright. I have faith in this mission. I believe in it. Alright. Just chew on some gummy bears. That rocket is 83 meters tall. 83 meters off the surface. Go! So much slower takeoff. It's more realistic, I guess. A nice, comfortable 1G force. SAS. Let's crank it sideways. This is going to be more efficient. Cranking it this ways. Instead of cranking it wherever the heck I was cranking it last time. Or wasn't cranking it, rather. And this helps so much. This makes it like so much more efficient. Just to do some of this turning. It's easier to turn because I took the thrust down. Okay, now we can slow our turn down and go. Oh. Okay, good. Much more stable because Jeb knows what he's doing. He's a pilot. He's a gentleman and a scholar. Looks good from out here, doesn't it? It's black. It's scary. Okay. And we cannot leave this little yellow circle here in the middle, or on my nav ball, because if we do, this thing's gonna start like freaking out. Because there's a lot of arrow forces and stuff. Look how hot it's getting, man. It's melting. Hope it doesn't blow up. At 30, that's pretty good. And at 45, you want to be on pointing at the horizon just about. Like so. Oh crap. Alright. Not the best orbit, but whatever. The most efficient orbit is like, your apoaps will be like at 70. But mine's at 252, which is overkill. But it looks pretty good actually. This rocket can definitely go orbital. We're going to be at our apoaps soon. Things are getting a little laggy because hyperwarp, because of hyperwarp from time control. It's such a useful feature. And here we go. Let's go to our apoaps. Let's flip her around. Flip the old rocket around. And we just want it to stay right in front of us. Like that. I don't know how much fuel we have left. I don't think we have a lot. Just stay right there, my little apple wraps friend. And, oh, okay. We're in orbit. Alright, but... let's see if we can get out of orbit and survive this time. So we're gonna slow down so that our periaps is gonna be below 60. That's good enough, but not quite good enough, especially with life support and stuff we have to deal with. 15, that'll do. Alright. And it's amazing. It does not take a lot of fuel to deorbit. It takes a lot of fuel to orbit. Deorbiting, not a problem. Give me some additional time. I'll pay for it. And this is the on-rails warp. It's much faster. Okay. 70. Let's turn this rocket around. Let's point towards our retrograde. Right here. And while I'm waiting, I think I'll change some of the nav ball options. This mod is called Nav Ball Adjuster. It's incredibly useful. I like to change stuff. Like I like to make my direction cursor just a little bit smaller. You know, like I don't know, around 70. I like to change the colors a little bit. I like prograde to be kind of like a nice pretty blue. A nice pretty blue. Oh, hey. Point. Yes. And once again, the more we deviate from this circle, the more we deviate from the retrograde circle, the more we're not going to have a good time when we're re-entering the atmosphere. Excuse me. This engine's not going to survive re-entry. We're just going to use what little fuel it has left. Once it starts to get hot. It only had a little bit. It might survive re-entry. It would be weird if it does. This would be a little extra money back. I don't think it will. It's definitely not going to survive. I'm just going to ditch it. You know, it's not going to survive because the atmosphere is going to break it up anyways. And this thing is perfectly designed for re-entry. I have no problem re-entering this. There's the moon. That's our next target. Say hello. We're going to be landing on that thing next. I've never noticed any camera wobble in this game. Time controls skill. Trying to make the whatever. I might install a mod that makes the re-entry particles look a little prettier. I don't really like the stock re-entry look. It's a little dull, I think. There's our rocket friend. Quite a bit ahead of us. Probably spiraling. Mad. You can actually switch to it. It's not having a very good time. It's getting real hot. We don't want to do that. And we're having a great time. Hardly any heating. Jeb, smiling, ever so slightly. And the atmosphere is going to slow us down. And this is SAS. You turn it on and, you know, it's kind of just keeps your thing stable. Otherwise, you kind of flip around like that. And we can flip around for Just gonna slow this down a little. Whoa. What is creating these forces? Reaction wheels, which are magical. And I'm probably gonna get rid of all the reaction wheels in the game. I'll probably configure it so they don't work or something, or just remove the parts, because I don't like reaction wheels in this game. They're too powerful. They don't take any resources except for electricity. I like monopropellant more. So that's something that I'm going to do. Let's pop that chute. Fast forward time because landing is boring. Very uncomfortable, 8.2 meters per second, and we are down. And I'm gonna build this thing because that was good. Built. Revert to editor. And hopefully after this, I'll be able to make a plane. But even though I can't make a plane, there is something very special and very beautiful that I can make. It's kind of like a car. I'll demonstrate. Here's the space plane hangar. We'll have this thing run off of okay, Mark 1 command pod. Good. Where's that sciencey stuff at? There we go, one of these. And some goos. Whoa. Alright. Quite a few goos. And modular girder girdle segments. Modular girder segments. And basically what I'm creating here is a highly theoretical, very powerful, very wait, that's not quite right. Very enchanting. Actually, like that would probably be best. That was cool too. Very mesmerizing type of car, really. I call it the space ball. And I'm gonna use it to get some science. Let's take Jev out. Let's put in, I don't know, maybe Bill, Dog. We'll get them some experience. Alright. And let's simulate it. I just want to show you guys how this works. Okay, go away. Alright, here's my space ball. And it works by rotating. It should work. Oh, these are opposing forces? Okay, let's stop it. Toggle the torque, disable. Why isn't it working? Oof, I think I need to edit it. Okay, let's change it a bit. Design is not quite how I want it. Okay, let's start off by rerouting. This is going to be the new route, Science Tuner. And then we're going to flip these around, like so. Put the goos right here. Let's get rid of these. Girder. Come on. rotate these. Until they're facing level with the ship. Okay. Grab them. Place like 100 of them. There we go. That's going to be much more effective. Doesn't look quite right, does it? No, it's not quite right. Rotate. That might be good enough. Let's try. This doesn't work. There's other designs. Other more magical designs. Oh, it works. It's so magical. Alright. Observe materials bay. There's science in them thar hills. Observe goo. It behaves as it always does. Oh, goo. Yes. I love the goo. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat some pizza. Alright. When you come back, you're going to see this thing in action.